Hello and welcome to the Couch Surfers podcast. This is a podcast on Cuphead, which we have played over on my channel back on Monday. It should be, so
Yes.
jump over there if you haven't seen that yet. Jump there, then come back to this video and you can watch our review on it.
We'll wait. It was about a 30-minute video, so...
Yeah, so...
Anyway.
Links are down below to everything that we are going to talk about in this video. Whatever we mention, if it needs a link,
We'll be down there.
they'll be down there. As I said, there was the Couch Surfers on Monday over on my channel. I say as I point towards you. And today is Wednesday, so you are here on Chris's channel.
Yes.
Me being Reaper, by the way.
Hello.
Hi. And this is Chris.
Hello.
Thank you for everybody that did watch us play on Monday night.
Yes.
Because, as we mentioned, we play the game that we upload on Monday evening.
On the Twitch.
On the Twitch, yes.
Is it tricky Twitch? Sorry. I'll just... Anyway.
Yeah, you can exit. So I'm just pulling up the store page.
Because we forgot to do that first.
Yeah. Cuphead. Don't deal with the devil. It's sort of, it's a 1930s sort of cartoony style game. Heavily focused on boss battles.
Yeah.
Very heavily focused on boss battles.
Yeah, so we played for half an hour and we killed 3 bosses.
Yeah.
And we did 1 level.
Yeah. So,
I mean, we're bad. It should have only taken about 6 minutes. But that's not the point.
It should have, but you know. So this is both developed and published by Studio MDHR Entertainment Incorporated. I have got no idea who they are.
They've only made this.
This is their only game?
Yeah, so...
Alright.
If we do a clicky click...
Clicky click?
Yeah, that's all they've done.
Oh, I've got the official soundtrack as well, so if you want to go and get that...
Yeah, so...
I might link that in the thing. It's not that important, really.
No.
It is a... Oh, what kind of game is it? I can't remember now.
It's a run and gun.
Run and gun. That's it.
It's almost a bullet hell.
I guess it is in a way.
Like a platformy run and gun bullet hell. It's a very strange combination of things, but it definitely works well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So it is a couch co-op. So it's 1 or 2 players.
Yes.
I think you've played it once before.
Yeah, I played it a bit when it first came out, but I got up to I think the 3rd world.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get past it. Like as you probably saw from the gameplay video, I'm not very good. And
neither of us are very good. Like I have played this once before. I didn't mention that in the previous video, I don't think.
You did.
I did? Okay, I played this for like 1 boss. And I was terrible.
Yeah.
But I have, as you can see,
Gotten a little bit better.
Gotten a little bit better. I've been doing a lot more gaming lately. Over on Twitch, link down below.
LTTstore.com.
Yeah, and so this game was released back in September of 2017, 30th of September 2017. We actually played it like a couple of days after it came out, I believe. You went and got it pretty much straight away.
Yeah, I definitely got it straight away, and I loved it. Like I've been following this game since its early development, when it was like first announced by I think Microsoft. I think Microsoft backed it.
Oh wow!
And then one of the packs, it was one of the like playable games in the Xbox booth, and then it was sort of languishing in development hell for like 5 years. But yeah, it was really good to see it finally come out, and it being, it lived up to the hype. Which was...
From what I remember you telling me, is all the hype about it. Apparently it was a huge game. I was seeing stuff on Facebook, Twitter, everything like that.
Yeah, it's a very unique way of making a game. Not so much a unique game, but definitely a unique way of making a game.
It really is, which is going to go into my first question, really.
Topic, not question,
really. Topic, yeah. The graphics.
Yeah.
What do you think about the graphics? I know what I think.
Okay.
I'll leave that up until after you have answered.
So, I'm not artistically inclined at all. I have tried. I am very bad. We were just playing TKO the other night, and it just... Absolutely not. It's like I was trying to draw a face. Then I scrapped that. Then I was trying to draw a table. Just a table with a computer on it. And I had to scrap that because I couldn't figure out how to make it look like a table with a computer on it. In any way, shape, or form.
Maybe I have to show you.
Shut up. But this game, I think, has one of the most gorgeous and unique art styles ever, I think. I don't think anyone's done a game like this in that sort of early Disney cartoon thing where they've actually gone back to those kinds of animation, those kinds of ways of doing things for the most part. If you look at the documentary of how they made it, they actually did use, like Photoshop to fill in the colors, and they tweak with the animations.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Which I guess is understandable for it being a
video game.
Like
yeah,
if it was animation, literal just a cartoon to watch, they probably wouldn't have to have done any of that.
Yeah, exactly. But
they possibly still would have chosen to make it just that a little bit more crisp. But
yeah, but they did such a good job. Like all the backgrounds are watercolor painted and everything's hand animated to a point, and it just looks gorgeous. And it's such a nice looking game. The one part I don't like, and this is because whatever, like there's this whole thing with like music production where they do like punk and grunge music and they make it sound a bit shit on purpose. I don't like the film grain. Like we're looking at the store page, scroll by now. It shows like different screenshots of where the film grain looks like the cell's been like dusted and it's on a projector and stuff like that. I get it. I get the artistic choice. I completely understand it. You try to make it look like it was actually being projected in the 1930s. That's fine. I just personally wish I could see the unfiltered beauty of what the original hand-drawn art looked like. That's just me. That's the littlest of complaints, but I still think it's absolutely fucking gorgeous.
No, that's fair. I'm going to go against a little bit of what you've just said. Just a little bit, and that's that last thing that you said. I think the grainy bit really pulls it together in the theme of it being 1930s style. I guess they have based a lot of this off early 1930s style Disney.
Yeah, they even used the same techniques and everything, like the same way they painted stuff, the same way they illustrated and animated. So they even went all the way back to those techniques.
Okay, so I'm going to have to go and watch this documentary now. But yeah, I fully agree. Absolutely stunning visuals. Everything is beautiful. It is so well put together, and the watercolors background. That I think is the biggest thing for me, is because a lot of games that the background is just a background and it doesn't move.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I don't know. There's something about it that it makes it become more realistic, more alive.
Yeah, it makes everything pop.
Yeah, even though it's just a static background, it's still.
Yeah,
it helps bring everything else out and makes everything, even though it's a 2D game, makes it 3D. It gives it depth. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. But yeah, I'm very much an early Disney's fan. I'm a 90s Disney fan. So, but the originals like Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, all those sorts of art styles have absolutely loved. I even love Steamboat Willie, like the very first official Mickey Mouse cartoon. So yeah, absolutely love that. I don't think I can fault the thing at all. I do understand and completely get where you're coming from.
I understand it's not a fault.
Oh, it's
personal preference on this.
Yeah.
Like if I could get, well, you can. I know you can get a mod to turn it off. I know you can do that.
Oh, okay.
But if I could do that, I would personally. But it does add to the
aesthetic.
Yes, but also that's not the word I'm looking for. It keeps it true to the era.
Yeah.
And I get that, but I still I like just the unfiltered great stuff.
No, it's fair, and it would look a lot more beautiful.
Yeah.
If that wasn't there, I guess, but
it does dull the colors. Like I've seen a couple of screenshots of it without the filter on it.
Yeah.
And they're very they're a lot brighter and a lot more vibrant
Okay.
because it does sort of make it a little bit duller. But
Yeah, and back in those times, paints were made a lot differently.
Hmm.
Like, I was actually watching a video the other day about how certain paints used to be made, and you can't actually physically get majority of those colors anymore. Those colors don't exist within the paints. Like, it's hard to replicate that.
there is actually a color storage thing that they have where they keep all these colors that you can't get anymore in like jars.
Oh wow.
Anyway, that's beside the point.
Yeah. I guess the next thing we need to talk about is the gameplay.
Do we?
Yeah. We're reviewing it, so
Probably should have talked about that first, to be honest.
yeah, but I wanted to go straight to the visuals.
I guess the
wait for that.
The visuals is probably the one thing that drew most people to this game. Like,
Yeah.
I think the gameplay is good. I think it's a really well made sort of hybrid shoot 'em up and platformer and bullet hell type thing going on. Well, not bullet hell actually. It's not really a bullet hell because not bullets. It's learning the patterns and stuff. It's a super difficult game. It's like Dark Souls. I know it's the Dark Souls of 1930s cartoons shooters.
Haven't played Dark Souls yet.
Yet
I've installed it.
It was a meme for a while where
Oh, okay.
something is the Dark Souls of something else, and it's the hardest thing in that genre. And it was just overused.
Oh, okay.
But sorry, that's my bad joke.
It's fine.
But it's got that thing where it's, like in Dark Souls, you have to learn the patterns of the bosses, the patterns of the enemies. And this is much the same. Like, getting through the levels is relatively simple. You just got to know that, the guy coming from the sky is going to land there and you got to shoot it. And when you get to the boss, he's got, a few distinct phases where he does a few things over and over again, and you just got to be on the ball to dodge it or to shoot when you have to or use the right weapons or whatever else. And it's great. It's really well made. It's not really my kind of game for the most part because I'm bad at them, but I still enjoy playing it because it's very well made and it just works well.
I honestly don't think I can say much different to what you've just said. Well, you've literally said everything that I would have said.
I am eloquent.
No, it's again, as Icarus says, I'm not one to do this sort of game, play this sort of game, because I suck really bad, like really bad. But I would keep playing this. It's a game that I would play again to try and get good at it because of, I guess it's really quite a smooth gameplay. There's no jarringness to it. Like, I guess we in one of the levels we had with the frogs, the last thing that we did, the only jarriness there was that there was quite a lot happening all at once. But other than that, I don't.
Yeah, well, that was the first time we played that boss though.
Yeah.
So trying to learn those patterns. Well, it's the first time you played that boss. I played it once before and I kind of knew some of them, but I couldn't really remember them.
Yeah.
Which is my biggest issue. Why these games I'm not good at them. That was not good English, was it?
I understood it.
Okay.
It's fine.
I have a bad memory, and I have the reaction time of a dead cow. So this game requires memory and requires a very quick reaction time. So fuck me, I guess.
Yeah.
But even then, like, whenever you take a hit or you fall into a pit or something like that, it's not unfair.
No.
And I can't stand games that are super hard, but they're super hard because they are unfair.
Yeah.
This game is definitely not that. This game is definitely very fair. It's very winnable, providing you have the skill or the practice or whatever else. But for someone like me who's not very good at this kind of game and probably never will due to the fact that I'm an idiot, not my thing, but still very fun to play.
I guess the other thing that we do need to talk about is the co-op part of it with the lives. So if one of us dies, the other one can parry the other one and bring us back to life.
Yep.
And vice versa. It's quite a good mechanic in the game that I think, because again, it's not unfair. It requires skill to be able to go, oh shit, I've got to get here, but this my teammates died. But if I go here first, I might die. But if I, so it requires a lot of skill, but at the same time, 100% fair.
Yeah. So in some co-op games, two players double the health or double the amount of enemies, which is fine. This game does that. It doubles the amount of health that the enemies have. But when you do that, it's not, all things aren't even, because if you've got, say, 8 enemies on the screen all shooting at once rather than 4, it's a lot harder to dodge. So both of you might actually take a hit there. So it's no longer fair in that it's not balanced. Whereas this game, because you have that mechanic where you can bring your partner back to life, like 50 to 60% of the time, providing that you're both on the ball. I think that really does balance out that fairness, and I think it does it very well. It doesn't seem any harder than single player from what I remember. It's still hard as words to me. My God. But
That's fair.
It doesn't do the co-op thing where it either makes it way too easy because you've got two players and nothing's changed, or way too hard because they've just doubled everything or tripled everything and it doesn't really balance out properly. They seem to have done a pretty good job of balancing it.
Yeah, definitely. Which I guess brings us to the next topic of the sound, the audios.
Yes.
What do you think?
I like old music. Not a big fan of jazz in general, but I think the soundtrack definitely fits the game. Like, it's definitely, the old-time swingy type jazz music. Excuse me. It makes you think I'm in a speakeasy back in the late 20s or something. Getting some bathtub mint juleps. I don't know. It's a Simpsons reference.
I don't get those.
Yeah, I do. Sorry. I think it fits. I think it fits very well.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I didn't hear too much of it because I was too busy trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. But I guess when we were turning on the game and getting everything open, it's got that, I guess, authentic sound to it.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I hated about the graphics is the one thing I hate about the sound too. They've got the needle on a dirty record kind of sound going through it with the dust collecting through the needle.
The static.
Yeah.
The staticky sound.
And once again, I get it. I just don't like it personally.
See, I think, again, I have to say, I do enjoy that because it even as soon as the game starts, it goes straight into that soundtrack. Where you hear the needle getting moved onto a record.
Yeah. And
then the sound starts, and it immediately immerses you into the game you're about to play because all right, excellent, I've got this nice old-timey sound playing on a megaphone. Not megaphone, is it? What's
gramophone?
Gramophone.
Yeah.
Like
it's authentic. It's very authentic.
Yeah. If you played this to somebody on a record without telling them what it was, I would genuinely think people would think
from the 30s.
It was from the 30s, not music that has been created now to sound like the 30s.
Yeah.
It's immediately immersive. That's most what I can say with the sound, and I think that's what makes a game. If you don't have a soundtrack that fits with the theme, it's kind of shit.
Yeah, I definitely am in the class of a game is more than the sum of its parts, where you can have a really great gameplay, a really great theme, really great music, really great controls. But when they put them all together, it's worth so much more than if only one of them is good and the rest are bad. It sort of detracts from it. Whereas this game is sort of all the pieces kind of fit together really nicely, and together those pieces create something much larger than any one part of it.
Yeah, and I guess for us with our personal preference, those pieces might not fit exactly together in the right way, but they still.
Don't get me wrong. I still love the choice of the film grain and the static on the sound. I love that. That's great. It's very authentic. If I would have made the game, I probably would have done the same thing, to be honest, to sort of stick with the era. But as someone who likes, crisp, clean stuff, ignore my hairline, of course, that's not something I personally enjoy. I wouldn't seek it out. I wouldn't. If they had an option there, I would definitely turn it off. And I usually do with things that have film grain on that you can turn off, but I mean, it's still gorgeous. It still sounds great. It still definitely is very authentic, and I still love it.
Yeah, and I was going to talk about the theme, but I guess we've just done that. Like, it's
the theme is the art.
Yeah,
like the very cutesy 30s cartoons, but it's hard as balls platformer.
Yeah.
All
right, we've talked about that. Cool. No, it's just I think the other thing is that they have really encaptured what the 1930s was like. Like, we're on the store page and we're looking at certain things, and there's like, people playing poker. There is
Medusa.
There's
cutesy Medusa.
You've got a cigar and a cigarette with the background of like what looks like mafia people.
Yeah, and fighting in an ashtray.
Yeah, like it's got all of those things that you would think about if you were to be told, like if you were asked, what would you say is from the 30s? Well, this, and it's literally just been thrown into this game.
Yeah, it's like 1930s pop culture.
Yeah.
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 Eloquent. And succinct.
Yeah. So what do you
I
think?
know words.
What do you think about the controls?
So, it's funny enough, in our last video, I actually mentioned that Enter the Gungeon's very much keyboard and mouse, and playing with the controls are very much a detriment. But a platformer, controller all the way. And this one nails it. I think the controls are very good. Once again, I don't like the button mappings on the default mapping, but they allow you to remap it, so go right ahead.
What you were talking about in the last video.
Yeah.
Is that not many places, not many games allow you to change the button mapping.
Which is dumb. I mean, I think on the PC it's much more common that they do, but on console releases it's very rare for them to actually allow you to remap the controls. They have like 2 or 3 presets and that's it.
Because this was only released on PC, wasn't it?
It started on PC, but it's on, I think, everything now.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I think Xbox. It's on Xbox at least.
Okay.
I have it on Xbox as well. It was one of the I think it was one of the games with gold packs, which is like Xbox Live Gold. They give you free games, but as soon as you lose Xbox Gold, it'll get rid of it. But I find it very good. It's all very responsive. It's very tight. Once again, with the whole when you take a hit, you never feel it's unfair because the controls work, the game works. Hitboxes are all very lenient and fair, and it's just a nice. It's a nice filling game.
The hitboxes are quite a decent size.
Yeah. So, like, I know when I was parrying on the little spike balls in that run and gun level, I know I wasn't always perfectly on top of it. If the spike was here, I'd be like here or here or here or here, and it would still hit it. It would still parry me off it. So, it's not really anything to do with the controller, but it's just, it makes the controls feel very fair. And especially because I don't think my TV here is very high refresh rate. It's not high refresh rate, it's like 60 FPS, 60 hertz. I think it's actually 30, never mind. But it's also, it's got a lot of lag, refresh latency words. So playing a game like that where it is sort of, you have to be precise is very, very difficult, where this one has that little bit of leniency built in so you don't feel like it's so unfair. Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I feel the same. It was, the controls were extremely smooth. They work how you want them to. It's just, there is no unfair. Like, this whole game is fair.
Difficult but fair.
Yeah, difficult but fair. There's nothing in here that I would say would be unfair. But being able to map your buttons and everything like that is great. Because even I had to change a couple of them because it's like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want that here. I need this here.
Yeah, there was a couple of weird choices, like having, like when you're meant to sort of be shooting and having the dash where you have to sort of move off the shoot button didn't really make a lot of sense. It was much better like in Gungeon to have it mapped on a trigger so you can be like shooting and then dodge quickly, but
I guess,
personal preference.
And if you've got an Elite, you've got all these extra bits at the back where you can map it to as well, so...
But you can remap those buttons to be whatever you want, so that's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, it's...
Okay.
Yeah. So, between, seeing as this is co-op and also single player, what's your thoughts between the two? I think you really sort of mentioned that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but pretty much exactly what I said before. It's very much... It's very good single player. The co-op doesn't make it too hard or too easy. I think it's still very fair and still very balanced on the co-op, and it's very fun to have that sort of back and forth where you rescue this one because he keeps fucking dying. And being able to have that little bit of a second chance as well as just sort of having fun with a friend, I think it actually works really well. I think the single player and multiplayer experiences aren't really that much different, which is good. And I think it's good.
It's good. Alright, cool.
I said good a lot.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Good.
I can't really make much comment. I think, we've really mentioned it all. 2-player, absolutely fair. Nothing's out of place. Everything sort of, fits in perfectly like a jigsaw that's, got all of its pieces. So. Yeah.
No.
Oh. So would you recommend it?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
If you like platformers, if you like games that are hard as balls, and that are platformers, I mean, the one really disappointing thing is for people who just love the art and can't really play these kind of games or aren't good at them, they're never going to be able to see the full beauty of it. Like, even me, I got to the third world out of, I think there's 4. And for the rest, I have to go and watch, YouTube videos or whatever else to see the rest. Which is, I mean, you're watching us now, right? So you obviously know you can do the exact same thing. But people who want to experience that, it's going to be too difficult for a lot of people. Which is fine. I mean, that's fine. You can go and watch it. Yeah. But if you're the kind of person who likes difficult platformers and can handle that kind of game, then yeah, I 100% recommend it. And it's very good as co-op as well.
Couldn't see them a bit better myself. Like, seems like I can't even say that.
No comment.
100% recommend this game. It's fair but difficult. It's fun but difficult. Graphics are amazing, but it's difficult. It's fucking difficult, okay?
It's very difficult, but it's difficult.
But no, it's a great game. Absolutely amazing. 100% recommend it. Probably even link it down below. How much is it normally?
29 Australian dollars.
There we go. Or you can get the game and soundtrack bundle for $39.10 Australian, and that's with 10% off. So, nothing wrong with that. So if you do, and I think, no, it was only a limited release for the vinyl, wasn't it? I'm sure they did a vinyl. I'm sure I've seen a vinyl of it.
They probably have. I mean, it makes thematic sense to release a vinyl, right?
Yeah. But that, again, it could have just been part of a special release or something. But if you can't get it, I'm sorry.
Too bad.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, everything that we've talked about today will be linked down below.
Except for that vinyl soundtrack, because it probably doesn't exist.
Everything that I can find links to will be down below.
Let's have a look.
You gonna have a look right now? I'll carry on in saying goodbye. Don't forget to come and watch us on Twitch on Monday evenings. We can't 100% say what time yet, but it will be Monday night, Australian time. I believe you have found a price for a vinyl of it.
You didn't see my head explode?
Yeah, I cleaned up quickly.
Oh, it's actually not too bad. It's from I Am 8-Bit, who make a lot of those kinds of soundtracks. It's $40 US.
Cool, so that's about 60 Australian. 70 Australian.
Yeah, it's probably closer to 70. But I Am 8-Bit's where I got my Enter the Gungeon one from, I believe.
Oh, cool.
But they make some nice stuff. I'd recommend that if you like that kind of thing. Anyway, sorry.
So I may link that down below for you as well. If you want to spend that much money on a nice round vinyl. Collector's edition. The cover art looked really nice though. Looked very, very original.
Thematically correct.
Thematically correct. Yes.
Thematically.
So yeah, links down below. As we said at the beginning, I believe, Mondays we will be doing the Couch Surfers on Video Games on my channel. Today is Wednesday, so you are here on Wednesday, or another day if you...
We're here on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Hopefully here.
Hopefully here.
Yeah.
We can accept Thursday, but Friday is too late and you owe us money.
Yeah.
Donation? No, I'm just kidding. Don't donate to us. We're not worth it.
Yeah. So we will have random videos throughout the week as well.
Maybe.
Hopefully. I will.
He will.
Most likely. If I can bother uploading. But yeah. Mondays and Wednesdays, Couch Surfers. So enjoy. Come watch. If you haven't seen the previous ones, go have a look at those. I might put them up in the...
We'll make a playlist and put a link up there. The title card thing.
I did it.
Oh god. How do I use my hands? I'm so confused.
Out and there. Oh fuck. Whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget you can like and subscribe. This is here on Chris's channel. Jump over to
and leave comments if you want us to improve or on something, or if you think we're good or bad and think we can do something better or worse, or
if you just want to comment on the game with your own experiences, your views on what it is.
Even if you have a decent game for us to play. You drop your phone again?
No.
Oh, my chair's breaking. Okay, same thing.
It's my lighter.
Yeah, if you we struggle to find game ideas for the most part. So if you
I think that is more because we just don't have everything that we could possibly have at the moment. Although we've got an Xbox 360, Xbox One,
PC, Switch,
you got your PlayStation 4. Oh, you left that out. Yeah. Anyway,
but suggest a game. We're more than happy for suggestions and for everything else, for improvements and comments and everything. So please do that, and it also helps our videos when you comment.
Yeah. And like. And subscribe.
And throw money at us.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.